Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. Before the video gets started, I want to do a quick self-promotion that if you are a fan of the Mario Super Sluggers League, please look in the description and feel free to join the Discord server related to the MSSL. This will have all the updates. You can meet the players and the teams or whatever the hell you want, and just overall have a good time. We have a great community, so I think it's worth doing this. And besides all that, you guys get to see a little bit of the behind the scenes of how exactly we do this. Now, with all that being said, let's hop into the video. Picking up right where we left off, let's jump straight into week 2, day 2, as there would be a collection of excellent matches for the conclusion of the week. Game 1 took place in Yoshi Park between the Eggs and the Knights. However, it would be a while before the offensive aggression for both teams could penetrate through the incredible defense of both sides. In the top of the second, Baby Daisy would debut for the Eggs in this game, with her first play resulting in a quick out. Just after that play, however, BDB would hit a beautiful shot down the middle, sending 2 runners home, resulting in the first pitcher change for the Knights as Magikoopa would swap out to Mario. Firebro would now be looking for additional damage on the board.
Oh shoot. Okay. Whoa. That sucked a lot. Oh, what? What?
After a Piranha Plant intervention, the Knights would look to apply some more pressure, but more defensive stops would put an end to the inning, as well as preventing a possible Hammer Bro whammer.
So far, as a
real life
team player. Not in real life, I would never say such a thing, but in this game...
Ritter in the third would get super lucky from a double train bump on Luigi, causing his baby counterpart to run home, putting the Eggs up by 3. Fire did, however, make up for his previous Piranha blunder by scoring a solo home run in the top of the 4th. Double Donuts would show up for the 5th, but in the 6th, more Piranha Plant madness would allow a quick point for the Eggs as they were up 5-0, and a double play would end the inning. Well, so far this game's been a sleeper. Maybe Ritter can wake us up in the top of the 7th?
Mine's pretty good.
Ooh.
like a home run from Ritter.
Oh, a home run.
It's a home run.
Ritter has performed so well for every team that Ritter is on. Ritter is a crazy player.
You just can't be surprised by that anymore.
Well, maybe you can't be surprised, Baz, but the Knights sure would, as they would have to score 6 points in the bottom of the 7th to tie the game. And it would be the Lime and it would be Steezy. Well, with a starting shutout, we would move to Bowser's Castle as the Wilds and the Flowers were looking to put on quite the balanced show. Both teams came out with the same game plan, focusing on more defensive lockdowns rather than pure offensive destruction. This strategy was not as popular as one might think, as it seemed most teams wanted to get heavy hitters for heavy dingers. We would learn in the bottom of the 2nd from GM Miles of the Bows that Monty Mole was running for mayor, according to Miles wanting to be elected to eat all the poop in the streets.
Monty Mole, have you heard the rumors about Monty Mole?
What are the rumors about Monty Mole?
So Monty Mole is thinking about running for New York City.
Really?
And with this, he claims that all of the poop in the streets will be gone because he's going to eat it. And that's the campaign that he's running with, is the mindset of streets are filled with poop.
What a nice guy.
I'm your mayor.
What a nice guy.
Truly a great
This
person.
news did come up at a pressing time because there were allegations of Monty Mole's affiliation with Diddy.
Oh.
Yeah, you definitely...
He was at the parties.
I only mention these politics in the video to explain why he may be getting called Mayor Mole in the near future. Politics aside, Funky Kong wanted to lead the team into the first points of the game.
Uh-oh, this could be gone. Actually, it might be a foul. Caught! It's caught! Oh my god! I've never seen that before.
Shy Guy's moves, alongside
Toad in his new jacket.
would lead Roshi to tag up at 3rd, resulting in the first points for the Wilds.
Yeah, a very interesting change here of plans for DK Wilds. They are starting Donkey Kong. I'm not sure if this is because Donkey Kong could get tired quickly throwing in Boo, who would be the next amazing pitcher on the team, or what the play might be, but the rumor has it that Donkey Kong, he's really putting all of his bananas on the line here in this game, and we'll see if that can come true.
Yeah, no idea what putting bananas on the line would mean, but it would inspire a double play to end the inning.
Was that Tool? King's K Tool?
Steven, have you seen the news about the release of the King K. Kroll files, where he just revealed what was on his robe.
Alright, you gotta fix his name, bro.
That's the name.
King
That's
K.
the
Rule. King K. Rule, bro. King K. Cruel.
King K.
And he was
Kroll is a
really
great artist
cruel
out
in
of
those
London.
files,
King K.
bro.
Kroll is a beautiful, beautiful artist out of London.
The King K. Rule Files. Toad's jacket would get dirty in the outfield as a bomb would cause a run home for Poshi to tie the game. Daisy was looking for more than just a quick out to send Beef Boss home to take the lead.
Is this a Daisy Dinger?
2-run home run, or is it Buddy Cat?
And it's Toad! They're going to throw it home, though, and that is going to get Beef Boss to tag up for another added run. Look at this beautiful jean jacket Toad's wearing, though.
It is really nice.
He looks like a normal Toad now, which is...
Did he thrift it?
You know what? I think he might have. He might have got it from a thrift store. You know, there's a rumor that...
How many goddamn rumors are in this league? Is this Mean Girls or the MSSL? 2 off-the-wall hits would be putting the Wilds in a strong position, up by 1 point, now taking the lead 3-2. But both teams would have to finally lock in to the defensive sides, as it would be all she wrote finishing the game with the same score. For Game 3, we would go back to Yoshi Park, but in the daytime, as the Bows would clash with the Tyrant of the Spitballs. But first, we should learn about baseball.
I hope you like baseball. I'll be baseball, and this guy you play baseball. 2 best teams in the league, probably. Go baseball.
The battle between the two teams would remind me of the iconic battle in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, as the droids would attack the... whatever the fuck Jar Jar Binks was. I think they were called Gungans? Anyways, in that battle, the Gungans had these gigantic shields which would not allow the droids to break through, and this parallels in my mind to the game, as both teams would have big defensive players on the out and the infield who did not want to force a change in the scores. Britter, being the most looked down on player in the league, would start off the top of the second.
Yeah, so we're going to hopefully see something with Britter, but, you know, Britter just being Britter. I personally think Britter is the worst critter in the league. He's a great player. I just think that his brothers outshine him. It's kind of like the Ball family. You know, you got Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and then you got Lil Dicky. You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about him.
Again, folks, this is Britter. What were we expecting?
You got to swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that was an insane bobble there. Sean able to catch up to that because he stays on guard, unlike Paratroopa.
Paratroopa would find a way to slip the ball through the cracks, pushing Critter home for the first point as Blitter would load the base following. Green Madge would be written up with a double RBI, pushing the Spitballs further into the lead 3-0. In the bottom half, Sean would be looking to feed the ball to the Pigs.
It's on the swing there. That one's perfectly on time. And it might be a home run, ladies and gentlemen.
But the ball would be fed to a wall. Following the RBI, King Boo would tire Waluigi in a runners in the corner situation, resulting in a second point.
I mean, that's good. Waluigi's already tired.
Now Paratroopa, tasting blood after the ball to the face in the earlier half, would set his sights on tying the game.
Score is 3-2. With the runners in the corners, but it's going to be a double play.
But the double play would leave a gash in the side of the Bows, as starting the top of the third, Critter would be up to the plate with runners in the corners and a tired pitcher, resulting in a base hit and a run home. Birdo would come out next, but a pow block would stumble Greg, sending Walu to score.
Oh, that's gonna get Waluigi home. Yeah, that's definitely gonna leave a gash in their side today.
Thanks for using the same joke I just made past me. Yes, the gash would be opened up even more with a bobble off of Bowser or a Critter, which would push the Crocodile for the third point of the inning. Bowser Jr. would attempt to re-assassinate the former president to draw some more points.
Oh, that was almost an out. Oh, he tried to do a buddy pass there. Oh god, this is terrible. Oh man, 8-2.
Bowser Jr. would be painted to pitch as his father was now on the plate.
That's true. He throws a lot of start pitches. Wow. That's getting fed to the Pigs. That is a huge homer.
There's not a stat for this nor a comment by any GM, but I do think it's pretty neat that Bowser hit a home run off a star pitch, granted that it is Bowser Jr. However, that would be the only scoring in the inning, as we now fast forward to Britter in the top of the 4th, who was going to do big things to push the team to double digits. Oh, sorry, wrong critter. I meant the green one, with another non-surprising home run now making the score 10-3.
We're not going to get there in time. That was a real fast one.
Birdo would be restless, in need of a swap as Red Madge would come in to hopefully stop the bleeding. And that they would with a...
terrific suck from Birdo on that ball.
The dynamic duo of Critter and Blitter would dominate the next few innings, shutting the Bows down. But the Bows would stay on guard as well, going all the way to the 7th. Now, up by 7 at the top of the final inning, all the Spitballs had to do was play it safe, but the Bows were now way too locked in with a double quick play. Unfortunately for the Bows, it would now take a
miracle. It'd be not even a Christmas miracle at this point
to push them back into the lead, much less tie the game, as it was apparent the weakest link in the batting order was in play. But Abraham Lincoln, a man of great words and talents, hoped to inspire a generation with his next at-bat as he looked to abolish spitballery in all of the MSSL.
Can he send the Yoshi Park address? The Emancipation Bobblemation there, as it goes off of Blitter's back, or his foot.
It went off his foot. I'm just telling you, he dies for everything. He doesn't need to.
Like, all he had to do was stand still.
John Wilkes Birdo would unfortunately hit a ball directly to Blitter, ending the game there 10-4. The final game would take place in Wario City during nighttime, as two teams with 0 wins would be facing off in a showdown of what was expected to be the most boring game of all time. However, we would be woken up as Michael Jackson would want to be starting something in the bottom of the 1st with Petey's first pitch.
Michael Jackson. Wow. Oh my god. Off the hand too. The glove hit it off of the glove. I mean, you can't make this up. And Petey Piranha's already tired. He looked at the man in the mirror. He knew he had to make a change, and that's exactly what he did.
Petey the Repeater would repeat his previous pitching, as we saw before, getting tired after one pitch.
That is a surprising out there, but Tyler, have you seen how Stevie Wonder's been performing this season? It's pretty good. But yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot from Stevie Wonder this season. He hasn't seen a single thing, but regardless, he's doing great.
And so was Yoloshi, as he would follow the Yellow Brick Toad onto base, as one more base hit would load the bases for Dry Bones.
It will be an RBI challenge for Dry Bones. He could at a grand slam. This is a potential that could happen for the Monkeys. Big ball there. Big baller brand. BBB.
Petey, however, had other plans, as in the top of the 4th, he would tie the game with a big smack. Bases loaded and no outs for Blue Pianta would result in 2 more points, pushing them in the lead 3-1, with a pitcher change to Wario. However, Pepto-Bismol would still find their way into the corners with an RBI. Snoopy would bat in a run for BP, but Yoloshi was hoping to stop the points. Earlier in the stream, Miles called the Steezy me Sorcerer, as in relation to myself in real life during a week we hung out, where I almost spoke things into existence. Now that it was canon, the Steezy me and I had a relation, a what was originally fun fact could become game-changing.
Fact, by the way, the ball can actually bobble off of the Yoshi tongue. Right, wow. I spoke it into existence.
You did it.
What was Miles saying earlier about me speaking things into existence?
You just did it.
He's not even here, and I just did it.
Holy shit, look at the fucking score.
And holy shit, look, another dinger for Petey Repeater, as a grand slam would push the Monarchs up 9-1.
Maybe the Monarchs were a sleeping giant.
A sleeping giant they might have been, as the Monarchs were hoping to raise themselves from a tied bottom 1 seed to a bottom 2. Hey, Steven, speak something into existence again.
I thought that was a strikeout for a second. Well, that was.
And the dry bone strikeout would scare the monkeys because 2 more runs would end the game. However, Yoloshi would recognize the danger of double Delfino Piantas on base, stopping the potential run with a double play. I'll let past me set the stage, as the monkeys needed a change in direction.
Here's Wario. Kind of a silent game from him, aside from his defensive side. Never mind, I will stop talking. And it's going to be over Snoopy's head. 3 home run. He's already holding up the number 3. It's crazy.
Maybe I should never commentate on these games, as my words can apparently shift the play. Speaking of shifting, the Monarchs would hold the shift key in the top of the 6th, running home a point in the 7th with bases loaded for Snoopy against the glove.
Apparently you need a green nook in your team. They're going to put the glove in the game, though. No sparkles on the glove today. Star to star. Bobble off of Yoshi. 12-4.
The monkeys could hopefully shut the captain down with a double play.
Double play, probably. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, at least with Strawberry Shortcake and 2 outs, they could relax a bit.
No way. No way. Stop. Stop right now. Stop. 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 Why did both me home runs happen in the same game?
Shortcake and company would put some serious bad juju in the minds of the monkeys, as the game would end the next inning 16-4. This game, despite going against a non-winning team, did leave some GMs wondering if the Monarchs were the beast underneath the tides we didn't think of. At the end of 2 weeks, the MSSL was looking pretty strong, and here on screen is the standings for each team in the league, as well as I would like to read out some of the weekly awards to conclude the video. For the Mushroom Conference, Player of the Week would be handed to PD Repeater Piranha, which was not a shock to any of us as he carried the bottom 1 team to a crazy comeback that we just witnessed. The Monarchs would be granted another award as Snoopy would retain his status as Defensive Player of the Week, as it was by now no debate if Snoopy was one of the best. The Monarchs would be granted another award as Snoopy would retain his status as Defensive Player of the Week, as it was by now no debate if Snoopy was the best or top 3 Miis in the outfield position, going to week 3. The Bows would nab 2 awards themselves respectfully, with Bowser snagging Pitcher of the Week as he showcased being a monster, pun intended, hoping to one day lead a team of his own. Red Magic Koopa would gain Offensive Player of the Week as well for the Bows, leading the week in RBIs for the conference. The Banana Conference would showcase another triple award showing for the Yoshi Eggs, which side note feels like making a 99 out of a 100 on a test in school, but I digress. Player of the Week would go to Ritter, who note by now was over doubling the amount of MVP points held by the high-ranked MVPs in both conferences, making him a force to be reckoned with. Here's a screenshot of a message that we sent at the end of week 2, and unfortunately this was the only time I sent one of these in the whole season up until week 6. I wish I had noticed this sooner. It was really fun to go back and look at. Offensive Player of the Week would go to King K. Rool surprisingly enough, however, but most likely due to the Kings overperforming in the early week games. Defensive Player of the Week would be a hard choice, but the hideous creature was really putting some disgusting thorns into a lot of the home run team's sides, as he nabbed almost every home run opportunity compared to the competition. The Wilds would finally redeem themselves with a Pitcher of the Week going to Red Yoshi? Yeah, it seemed that he had a better pitching performance than both starting pitchers, which was pretty strange. But nonetheless, this was the league, as we now prepare ourselves for week 3, which will be an extra long video as I'm going to cover both days in one section to try to catch me up, as currently as recording this, we're about to start championship next week. So tune in next time on Slugger Ball Z.